Monday the 17th of August, 2026 is not another heatwave day, and that is the single most important thing to understand before you step outside. After weeks of hot and dry weather, the UK has hit a genuine turning point. Fresher Atlantic air is moving in, temperatures are beginning to ease, and some parts of the country face rain or even thunderstorms. The shift is not subtle. On Sunday the 16th of August, parts of the UK still saw sunny intervals with a high near 27 Celsius and a low around 17. Today, forecasters say temperatures may fall by 1 to 2 Celsius where rain arrives, and the risk of thundery showers is real. That matters for anyone driving this morning, planning outdoor work, or simply expecting another calm summer day. The heat punch has gone, but a more unstable, changeable pattern has taken its place. The day may start bright in many areas, which can create a false sense of security. That is why this forecast matters for early commuters and school holidays alike. The backdrop to this change is important. Just 3 days ago, an amber weather warning was in place for extreme heat across parts of central England. The summer has already produced 5 heatwaves, and the long dry spell has left the ground hard and the air unusually warm. On the 10th of August, England's average temperature hit 17.1 Celsius, almost 3 degrees above the seasonal norm, and some southern spots reached highs near 29. That is not just a warm day, it is a signal that high pressure has been firmly in control. Now that high is retreating. When a spell of extreme heat ends, the atmosphere rarely relaxes gently. Instead, the leftover warmth and moisture clash with incoming cooler air, and that is exactly the setup for sudden downpours and thunderstorms. Monday is the day that clash begins. In other words, the heat warning has gone, but the reason for caution has simply changed rather than disappeared. The atmosphere is now primed for sharp, localized downpours. The cause here is a classic UK weather transition. During a heatwave, high pressure acts like a lid, keeping the air sinking, dry, and stable. But that high has now shifted away, allowing low-pressure systems from the Atlantic to push in. Low pressure encourages air to rise, cool, and condense into clouds. Because the ground and lower atmosphere are still warm from the 5th heatwave, there is plenty of moisture available. When cooler air moves over that warm, sticky air, the warm air rises quickly and builds tall thunderclouds. That is why forecasters mention light to moderate rain or thundershowers today rather than a steady all-day washout. The rain can be localized and heavy, with one town staying dry while a few miles away gets a sudden downpour. This makes travel planning more difficult, because the weather can change within minutes. You can think of it like taking the lid off a heated pan. The moment the lid is removed, steam and turbulence rise quickly. That is the process playing out over the UK today. For anyone traveling on Monday the 17th of August, 2026, the main risk is not extreme heat anymore, it is sudden surface water and poor visibility. After weeks of hot, dry weather, roads have built up dust, oil, and tire rubber. When rain first falls, those residues mix with water and create a slippery film that can reduce grip significantly. Braking distances can increase sharply, especially on faster roads. If thunderstorms drift through, visibility can drop in minutes and standing water can appear in low-lying areas because the hard, dried-out ground is slower to absorb heavy rain. The practical rule is simple: treat the first rain after a heatwave as if the road were icy, not just wet. Check national highways updates before long trips, because unplanned closures can appear quickly. Motorists should also check wipers and tires after weeks of dry use. It is the kind of day where a short journey can take much longer than expected, not because of traffic volume, but because conditions change so rapidly. Check local radar before setting off. Looking ahead, this is not a one-off shower. The fresher conditions are expected to hold through the week, with rain and even thunderstorms possible in some parts of the UK. Local details show how variable Monday can be. In Shetland, for example, it starts mainly dry with sunny spells before rain moves in during the evening, while the night stays largely cloudy and dry. That matches the broader picture of hit-and-miss downpours rather than continuous rain. Temperatures will probably stay below the high of 27 Celsius recorded on the 16th of August, so the heat risk is fading. The new watch point is flash-type localized flooding in vulnerable spots, especially where hard ground and urban drainage struggle to cope. If you are out this evening, carry a waterproof layer and check radar before moving between places. For outdoor events and evening plans, this means conditions can be fine one moment and unsettled the next. The benefit is that the intense heat has broken, but the price is much lower predictability. Let me make this practical. First, if you are driving, allow extra stopping distance, particularly in the first hour of rain after a long dry spell. Second, expect sudden changes in visibility, so keep your lights on in heavy showers and do not rely on automatic lights. Third, if you see standing water, slow down and drive through it only if you are confident it is shallow. Fourth, if you are on public transport, build in buffer time because localized storm cells can cause short-notice delays. For pedestrians and cyclists, carry a compact umbrella or a lightweight waterproof, and remember that wet pavements can be just as slippery as roads. If you are on a motorbike or bicycle, pay particular attention to painted lines, metal covers and shaded patches, because they stay slippery longer after rain starts. Outdoor plans do not need to be cancelled, but they do need a plan B. The overall theme today is flexibility. Check the forecast before you leave, and be ready for conditions to change faster than they have for weeks. So here is the takeaway. The fifth heatwave of the summer has been pushed aside by a cooler, more unstable air mass. Monday the 17th of August, 2026 brings fresher air, temperatures easing by around 1 to 2 Celsius where rain falls, and a genuine risk of thundery showers. The wider signal is clear: the UK is moving out of a settled heat block into a more changeable spell. That is good news for anyone tired of the heat, but it also brings new hazards, especially on the roads. What you should remember today is simple. Expect the unexpected, drive with extra care, and do not assume a sunny start means a sunny afternoon. In short, the weather story today is not extreme heat, but transition and unpredictability. Treat that as your travel warning and you will be in the right frame for the day. If you found this breakdown useful, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more UK weather and travel analysis.